let's say start once again the quadratic equations into variables quadratic equations, how to solve it. Here we are solving by means of the methods. That methods is known as the completing square methods. So let's some more example to solve these types of the complete equation quadratic equations by completing the square methods I have. Okay, let's say start. Say here is the equation. Solve the examples. Example is given here. Suppose there is a example is given here. That's solve the equations quadratic equations x square minus root 3 minus 1 plus 1 into x plus root 3 is equal to 0 by by complete sorry completing square method. We have to use the completing square method. So first let's say step by steps. We had already studied the step by steps what we have to do, but here we have to forget step by steps. We have to keep all the steps in mind and solve it. So question is here, let's say solution, right here solution. Okay, we have written here solutions. Now we have equations. Which equations? This x square minus root 3 plus 1 into x plus root 3 is equal to 0. So transpose the constant terms of c values in right sides. So x square minus root 3 plus 1 into x is equal to minus root 3. These steps we have done. Now what we will do here's questions x square minus root 3 plus 1 into x. This is the value of x here. So again the second step telling that here's that's x square values in unity forms. Find a unity in x square. So it's already in unity. It's already in unity. Okay, so what will you do? So we will write here x square minus root 3 plus 1 x is equal to minus root 3. It's a unity. So right here and transpose the value of c in right sides. We have transposed here. Now what we will do in the next situations and addings the adding the half of the x. Okay, half of the x on both sides. On adding the half of the x coefficient on both sides. Okay, so we will add here, that is that will be half of the x root 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so these squares we have to add on both sides. So squares we will use here and add on both sides. So we have to use here. So x square minus, it's already given, so both sides we have to add here the square of this value. So square of this value is given here. So add here root 3 plus 1 x plus here root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to minus root 3 plus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, have done. So these equations can be written in form because here it's can be a square minus b square, a minus b whole square. Apply this formula, then we can write this formula in form of a square b square to ab. Okay, so a square b square. So b square is given here x square x a minus b x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, we can write here this x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square can be written is equal to, here we will take the root values. So root values we will take here commons. So commons 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3. Here if we take the commons, minus 4 root 3 plus root 3 plus 1 plus this root 3 plus 1 whole square by 2 whole square. Got it? So we will get here, so it becomes a 4. So it will also be a square in square form, so it becomes a 4. Got it? So we have written here in form of whole 4. This will be a commons whole 4. So because it's a minus b whole square, it can be written. So next steps we will follow here. So we have added and we have written these equations in form of this. Now transposing these equations from LHS to RHS, we will write here these formulas 1 plus 2. Here we can write here x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to this. This can be written as 4 root 3 4 root 3 root plus this becomes root 3 whole square. Okay, this becomes root 3 whole square plus 1 plus 2 root 3 plus 1 plus 2 root 3 because a plus b whole square. Okay, so we can write here so root 2 root 3. So we have written by the given equations and it's already 4. Okay, understands? Now again, so we will solve these equations. We will write here x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square is always be equal to this root 3 whole square. But it's this and this becomes minus 2 root 3 plus 1. Okay, minus plus 1 right here minus 2 root 3. Okay, by 4. Got it? So now further we will solve these equations by transposing both equations. We will see here this can be written in form of x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to, here's okay, so here is equal to root 3 whole square plus 1 minus 2 root 3 by 4. We can write these equations a square plus b square, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. So x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to, it becomes root 3 minus 2 root 3 whole square by 4. We can write this in this forms. Okay, root 3 minus 1 by 2 because it becomes 1, so it converted into 2 forms. So it's can be say that we can write here simply. Okay, so on taking roots on both sides of equations. Okay, take the roots of both sides of the equations. What we will do here is take, after taking the roots of both sides, x is equal to plus minus. Okay, x is equal to plus minus. We can write here x is equal to plus minus. We can simply write here x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2. Suppose that here x minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 is equal to, if we take plus minus two things, okay, by taking roots plus or minus root 3 minus root 3 minus 1 by 2. But it's this, by I'm taking roots we can get here. So x values will always be considered plus or minus. So transpose this x value. So x is equal to plus minus root 3 minus 1 by 2, and here is plus root 3 plus 1 by 2. What is? So if we take positive and negatives, I'm taking positive and negatives, I'm taking positive sign, we get, on taking positive sign, we get, what we will get? Suppose that we will get here, so I'm taking positive signs. So x is equal to, here is same, so root 3 and root 3, 2 root 3 and minus plus 2 root 3 by 2, cancel out, it became root 3. Okay, answer we will get here 2 root 3. Answer 1 roots we have find already. We find here one roots of these equations, root 3. I'm taking, so I'm taking the negative sign, we get, what we will get here? Suppose that then x is equal to root 3 minus 1 by 2, here is negative sign, and this becomes transposing it became plus root 3 plus 1 by 2. Got it? So this became negative signs, so here will always be root 3 and root 3 minus 1 minus 1, it became cancel out, means that we will get here minus 1 0, and root 3 by, and positive and negatives is both is given here. So what we will get here, sir? We will get here minus and plus, negative signs, root 3 and minus, here is the negative signs. So root 3 plus 1 by 2, 2 by 2. So root 3, here is the positive and here is negative. So root 3 by root 3, 2 root 3. So root 3, 2 root 3 by 2, 2 root 3 by 2, minus 1 cancels. So root 3, 2 root 3. So 2 root 3, root 3, it negative signs. So root 3, negative signs, root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, negative signs, it became 2 root 3. 2 root 3 cancel out, and it's a root 3 positive and negatives cancel, but by minus 1 plus 1 0. So 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So answer here, so we have got it, so answer. So answer of these equations would be first root 3 and second 1. So simply if we consider it's a well, then we can solve any types of the quadratic equations related questions by completing square methods. Okay, so I hope that you have understood it clearly, and you will certainly solve all types of the related questions of the quadratic equations by, if the questions is cannot be solved by the complete square methods or factorization method. So sorry, factorization method, then we will use the completing square methods to solve it. So if some questions is not cannot be solved by the completing square methods, then we will use the third methods, that is said to be the quadratic formula method. So we will use the quadratic formula methods in only times. So first of all, we will took and the more and more, so we will take some more and more examples, so that we can understand all the quadratic equations related questions can be easily solved, fast solves, and a quick period of times by understanding without taking any help of the book meanings or any context. Okay, with this language, these words, I hope that you have understood it. Thank you very much for coming on this channel. Once again, I am telling you that this channel is will be a best one day. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, for this one. Bye bye.